First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Hey, hey. Greg. Hey, hey.
On second down, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Olsen too much. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Come on now.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And caught left side, Olsen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Now he's flushed out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing again is Newton. Now he's flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Try and throw here on the fake. 1:58 to go in this 1st half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 20.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They come out here in the I.
Watch one. Hey, hey. 36.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And that is no good. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He completes it to Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gone!
He'll drop the throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
20. Hey, hey. Do something. Great.
To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Back to throw here. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and There he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. Bernard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's rock now. That's it. Ready? Great.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Newton now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Great.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Newton's going to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the